Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Forever Babies and More. Sorry if I sound a little weird in talking. Um, for the past couple of days, I've had a really nasty toothache, and I think it got infected, and I'm still not sure. Last night, um, so for the past 2 days, I have had a sore. My tooth has been killing me. I have had, and yesterday morning, I had a fever of 100.8, and sorry, 100.8, and um, so I was like, okay, well, I'll take some Motrin, bring the fever down and whatnot. So I did. I took some Motrin, took 800 milligrams of Motrin, and laid down to take a nap. That was in the morning, but the afternoon, I um, felt no different. So I took my temperature again, and it was 100 and I want to say, I think it was 101.3 or something like that. So I was like, okay, that's not bad still, but it was going up instead of coming down after taking Motrin. So I was like, okay, well, I'll give it some more time to kick in. By like 2:30, 3 o'clock, my tooth was hurting, so I took some Motrin, and I took some Motrin again, and anyway, I took some Motrin, and my fever still wasn't coming down. I felt nauseous. I went into the bathroom and tried, almost threw up, but I didn't. And I started shaking really bad. It was uncontrollable. I couldn't breathe, nothing. And so I ended up calling an ambulance because at that point, my fever still wasn't going down. And I was kind of getting nervous. So I went in an ambulance, got to the hospital. According to them, I did not look well at all. I actually looked like death. And so they went and did a whole bunch of tests. They did blood cultures. They did everything. I tested negative for flu A, flu B, H1N1, and COVID. I tested negative for all of those. But my fever was still not coming down. They gave me Tylenol while I was in the hospital, hoping that would bring my temperature down. And they came in and took my temperature again, and my temperature at that point, about 5:30, 6 o'clock, no, about 7:30, 8 o'clock, my temperature was 103.2. So despite the Tylenol and Motrin being in my system, it was not working to bring my fever down. So they hooked me up to an IV, and gave me some IV antibiotics, and along with some saline or whatever to rehydrate me to see if that would help. I started sweating, which was good because at that point I knew my fever had broke. And the nurse was walking by my room that I was in, and she said, wow, your color's actually coming back. And I said, I feel good. I feel kind of better. And I had some of the test results came back. My liver enzymes were pretty high, which they were worried about. And so I had to have a CAT scan and x-rays and all that stuff. And but when the nurse came in, she says, well, let's check your temperature, see what's going on. So she took my temperature, and finally, at that point, my fever had gone down to 99.8. And that was a relief because I knew at that point I was probably going to end up going home soon. So I had to wait until my CT, my CAT scan results came back. My x-ray results came back and they were perfect. There was nothing wrong with them. And my CAT scan results came back and they were fine as well. So they didn't see any type of infection in my mouth because when they did the CAT scan, they put a BB, they call it a BB, but it's like this little metal ball that they put on the side of your face when to kind of give a focal point for the technician or nurse or whatever to look at when the results came back. And they didn't see any type of infection at all in my mouth. So they were still concerned and they were still trying to figure out what had caused my fever to spike that high. And they couldn't find any answers. So, but by then, my, I'm having major brain farts here. By then, my labs still, that my cultures still haven't completely come back yet. But they told me that if they see anything in the cultures that requires me to be seen again, they want me to go back to the hospital. So they have no idea what caused my fever to go up that high. I've been checking it and monitoring it all day so far since I've been up this morning, and it's fine. Um, Still in the 99s, but not too bad. I'm not in any pain at all. I'm on a low dose antibiotic so far that I'm not allergic to. So pray that I don't get an allergic reaction, because if I get an allergic reaction, that would mean I would have to go back to the hospital and be put on uh, another type of antibiotic through an IV, slow drip, and they would have to monitor me the whole time. Because I am allergic to almost every single antibiotic. Um, Mostly like the penicillins and stuff like that, and the amoxicillin, cephalosporins, everything like that. So, um, but so far I'm fine with this antibiotic. It's clindamycin 200 milligrams 4 times a day. Um, oh. Ever since I went into the ambulance, they had me put a mask on in the ambulance because they didn't know what I was infected with and what was causing my fever to be so high and why I started shaking uncontrollably and I couldn't breathe. Um, but so they made me put a mask on. And then one of the paramedics asked me if I took a COVID test and everything, and I said I did, came up negative, and I said even if I told him I said I can't get COVID anyway because there's only a 1.3% chance of me ever getting it because my immune system is extremely high, and that's because of my the type of blood type I have, which is O negative. Um, my immune system is really high too because I'm immune to antibiotics. I can't take them. Um, so ever since they put that mask on me, I had to wear it for quite a while in the hospital, and they put me in a room and they had to keep the door closed. So I was in isolation until my fever broke and it went down to 99.8. Up until then, my door had to stay closed. I had to keep the mask on, and my nose hasn't recovered from wearing that mask. Um, let's see, I sneezed about 4 times when I got out of the hospital, 4 or 5 times when I got out of the hospital and got back home. And since I've woken up this morning at 8 o'clock, I've sneezed about 4 or 5 more times. And I still feel like I have to. So that's just from the mask. Um, but I can't even begin to describe how I felt um, last night. Like, it was scary. It really was. But I'm doing better now. My fever is gone down quite a bit. Still in the 99s, but it's better than 103. Um, so I just finished changing Waylon and Milo. This year, Waylon and Milo are gonna undergo a little bit of surgery. I'm gonna try to do it myself. Been watching YouTube videos on how to do it. Um, and so I mean they're overstuffed. I like that, but I don't at the same time. And I want to reduce Milo's butt because he has. I don't want to really reduce it, but I just want to fix him a little bit. And I also want to add some weight to him because with clothes on, he's a little bit heavy, but without clothes, he's not. He's super lightweight. Um, I want to fix him. I don't know if I want to put him in a new body. Probably not because I like his body that he's in. But what I am going to do is I'm going to buy the glass beads. And he's got a little. Where'd it go? He has a little blemish on the side of his head. But I'm going to buy some glass beads. I don't know exactly how much to buy. I might just buy like a whole bunch, just in case I need to reweight them. But Waylon weighs pretty much nothing, um, and his body is overstuffed. Like here, I'll switch the two over. His body is really stuffed. You can really tell. He's overstuffed. So, um, so they're gonna undergo some surgery this year. They're going to um, I'm gonna have to get some I have polyfill. Um, I need to get some new zip ties because the zip ties they have on them are kind of big and they don't really um, work right. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna, cause I don't know if I'm gonna add. I'm gonna. Waylon has cotton in his arms. I can tell he does. I think Milo does too, but in Milo's legs he doesn't. They're hollow. Same thing with Waylon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop their heads off, and I'm going to um, pull the polyfill in their bodies out about halfway. Put the glass beads um, in the stocking and put it in, and then put the polyfill back. I want to make him so he's not so bloated. Um, and I might take them completely apart, like especially with the arms too. I might do that and put glass beads in their limbs and top them off with the polyfill. Same thing with the legs and stuff for both of them. So basically, this year I'm gonna weigh them because they're not weighted at all. Um, I want to put a little bit of weight to them because when I go to pick them up, like it doesn't feel right picking them up because they're not weighted. Um, so yeah, that's what these guys are gonna go through. They're gonna have some surgery. Milo's got the Mickey outfit that I bought on, and Waylon has the um, a little dirt, never hurt shirt on, but it's covered by his pants. So just says a little dirt never, and the rest is covered by his pants. So, um, but that's gonna wrap up today's video. I will probably do a video um again this week, and I will probably do the video of me reweighting these guys and fixing them. I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to do it by myself, but any, anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this video here because I have to take my dog for a walk, and I'm probably gonna come back and take a nap. Um, I will see you guys in the next one. Just please keep me in your prayers and thoughts. Um, as I'm going through this, and I'm hoping that I can get to the bottom of what's going on, and it's nothing serious. Um, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.